And the sole of their feet was like the sole of a calf's foot, and they sprinkled like the color of burnished brass.
You need to explain it.
Verse 8. And they had the hands of a man under their wings, on their four sides, and they forehead their faces and their wings.
That's the angel. That's the angel. The Bible speak up. Right.
Their wings were joined one to another. They turned not when they went. They went everyone one straight forward. As for the likeness of their face, they forehead the face of a man and the face of a lion. On the right side,
that's when they speak up. They're talking about the angel in front of the Most High. What's sitting there? That's a spiritual. That's a spiritual angel. Go ahead.
and on the right side, and they forehead the face of an ox on the left side. They four also had the face of an eagle. Thus were their faces and their wings stretched upward. Two wings of every one were joined one to another, and two covered their bodies.
This is nothing symbolically about the church.
And they went everyone straight forward, whither the Spirit was to go. They went, and they turned not when they went. As for the likeness of the living creatures, their appearance was like burning coal of coals of fire, and like the appearance of lambs, and went up and down among the living creatures. And the fire was bright, and out of the fire went forth lightning.
It tells you the fire was bright. When you hold in the sky, you see the fire is bright. Sometimes you think it's a star. It's a real actual chariot, angel of the Most High.
Yeah.
And he's seeing what everybody do. If you do wickedly, the angel sees everything. And in that day, when Jesus will come back, he will destroy you. Because the Lord Jesus Christ, he is an austere man.
And the living creature ran and returned as the appearance of a flash of lightning.
So that's talking about the chariot. In the chariot, the four angels were around with the Most High. So they have a creature, which is an ox, and an angel, and a man face, and the lion. That's a real. That's a real. So because we were fishing there, everybody could keep off.
If you want to walk, then let him walk, then he's away. If somebody comes on there, it's better if we do it. But if you don't want to listen, ignore it. He's wasting our time.
Okay, no problem, though. Okay, that's what the Bible speaks of. Those four angels in the chariot of the Most High. This was the Most High. That's why I tried to tell you the creation is a powerful look. You understand? Okay, go to Kings, 2 Kings, chapter 2, 1 to 12.
Second Kings, chapter 2.
2 Kings, chapter 2. The first one.
It's better if I start at verse 11. It's a long scripture. This is the book of 2 Kings, chapter 11, chapter 2, verse 11. And it came to pass, as they still went on and talked, that behold, there appeared a chariot of fire, and horses of fire, and parted them both asunder. And Elijah went up by a whirlwind into heaven.
Look, the Elijah. So, the Lord came. So that's when the Lord came. And then Elisha went up to heaven when the world went. The world went at the chariot. So God, you fall.
Can I say something, huh? Because in the ancient world, when Elijah was living, you didn't have no planes. And you didn't have no helicopters. So it was the angel, a so-called UFO, who took up the prophet Elijah. Yeah, that's what I want to say.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. The so-called UFO. But the white man wants a UFO. But we, in the Bible tell you chariot, a cloud, and a whirlwind. So are you brainwashed? Or you don't even understand what it's trying to say in the Bible? You always see the chariot flying around, but you never see it come landing. That's why you never. Or you see it flying, that's a real UFO. So called UFO. But the Bible tell you chariot. Back in the day, the chariot was with them, the Israelites. But now no more. That was back in the day, it's power. But now no more. The Most High King can bring no chariot to them. When the Lord is come, the chariot will come. Everybody must see. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 12. And Elisha saw it, and he cried, my father, the chariot of Israel, and the horsemen thereof. And he saw him no more, and he took hold of his own clothes and rent them in 2 pieces. That's what
the Bible says. So that's why Elijah.
Schreeuwt een beetje te hard.
Shut your fuck up, bitch.
Hey, kak. Isaiah 58.
Fuck. Okay, that's what the Bible said. Elijah went to the Most High because the Most High came and he grabbed him with his chariot. He went with him in heaven. Heaven was in the sky, in the midst of heaven. Now when Elisha went with him, he spirit all. Elisha, according to the Bible, speaking about his chariot. So called UFO. Okay, go to Revelation chapter 1.
People that Dutch, yeah?
Revelation chapter 1.
Dutch.
Huh?
Dutch, that is called.
What?
Speak
Dutch.
Dutch?
Yeah.
You want to hear Dutch?
Yeah.
I don't speak Dutch, man.
That's why that is called.
Okay, you want to hear? Speak Dutch then.
Wat wilt u horen?
We go through the reading one.
Wat dan?
The reading.
De redding.
Yeah,
De redding is alleen voor deze mensen hier zo op deze site. Dat is de echte Bijbel. Die Bijbel wat jullie in de kerk lezen, is dit ook, maar ze liegen. Ik ga je een voorbeeld geven. 25 december, wat vieren ze? Die baby Jezus of die Satan Klaas?
Dat snap ik.
Die Santa Claus. Welke vieren ze?
Dat snap ik. Ik weet wat je bedoelt.
Ze liegen. Paashaas. Welke haas legt de ei? Er staat niks van paashaas in de Bijbel. Er staat niks daarvan.
Okay, go ahead. Revelation chapter 1 verse 7. Go ahead now.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds.
So, behold, he coming with a cloud. So called UFO. It's a cloud. The Most High will come with a cloud. So called UFO. Go ahead.
And every eye shall see him.
Every eye shall see him. Right now, you never see him. He always running in the air, running out, running away. You can't see him. Even the nation want to catch him, he never catch him. Even the army never catch him. Never. But now, when the Bible tell you, behold, everyone will see him. Yeah, that's
And they also, which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall will because of him, even so.
That's what the Bible said. Everyone will see him. That's when the Son of Man comes. According to the Bible. Okay, go to Revelation chapter 11. The whole chapter 11.
Revelation chapter 11, verse 1. The two witnesses. And there was given me a reed, like unto a rod. And the angel stood, saying, Rise, and measure the temple of Yahweh, God, and the altar, and them that worship therein. But the court which is without, the temple leave out, and measure it not. For it is given unto the Gentiles, and the holy city shall they tread underfoot 40 and 2 months.
And the 40 and 2 months is talking about symbolic. Because the land of Israel is now ruled by a bastard, by the elites, and they destroyed the whole land. But those are not the real inhabitants of the land. Those peoples are the sign of the land.
And I will give power unto my two witnesses, and they shall prophesy.
It's talking about two witnesses, but it's two wicked witnesses. I believe they don't even need to know that. That the book of Revelation. Yeah, notice, yeah. The two witnesses is talking about the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom, because it was split in the time of David.
Time of David, yeah.
King David.
And they shall prophesy 1,203 score days, clothed in sackcloth.
Clothed in sackcloth. And you see us prophesying now on the road. And we clothed in sackcloth with the garments and the fringes and the blue border, according to the law. You know?
These are the two olive trees and the two candlesticks standing before the God of the earth. And if any man will hurt them, fire proceed out their mouth and devour their enemies.
And that's spiritually talking too about the word, you know?
And if any man will hurt them, he must die. And he must in this manner be killed.
You know?
These have the power to shut heaven, that it rain not in the days of their prophecy.
Stop that. Read that again, that sentence.
These have power to shut the heaven, that it rain not in the days of their prophecy.
That's talking about the prophet Elijah, because when he was prophesying, Israel went up. He prayed to the Most High, and the Most High didn't let it rain for 42 months. Just because you Israelites were going out there.
And have power over water to turn them to blood.
Yep, that's talking about Moses. Because when Moses lead us, and the Most High lead us out of Egypt, he turned the waters into blood. That's what the book of Revelation is talking about. You know?
And to smite the earth with all plagues, as often as they will. And when they shall have finished their testimony, the beast that ascended out of the bottomless pit.
Yep, stop that. It's talking about the beast that ascended out of the bottomless pit. The beast is referring and talking about the Roman Empire. What is the bottomless pit? It's Europe. You know?
Yeah.
And then the beast. Why? Because the Roman Empire it ascended out of Europe.
Yeah.
So the beast ascended out of the bottomless pit. You know?
The beast that ascended out of the bottomless pit shall make war against them.
Against who? Against the children of Israel. Because the Roman Empire, they went into the land of Palestine. And what they did? They crucified the Lord Jesus Christ. Which this is not Jesus Christ. His name is Yahushua, and he's a black man. You know?
Yahushua.
And shall overcome them and kill them.
Yep, and they shall overcome them and kill them. Because the true state of Israel was put to stop in 70 AD by a man named what was his name? Titus. And he destroyed Jerusalem. So the Israelites that was living there, they was fleeing to Africa. That's why we was there, you know?
And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city.
Yep, what's talking about the dead bodies is spiritual. If you go to Ezekiel 37, talks about the tribe boats.